Welcome back to the Artefactors Union. I'm your host and foreman, Douglas Scoundrels, and today we are assembling the Clipper for the Guild faction, the Augmented and Frontier keyword. Just a big, spiky metal dragon thing. Here's our artwork, as the aforementioned spiky dragon. A render on the back. Gonna be pretty big. Let's look at the render. Here is what we're working with. Big pieces, but not a whole ton of them, especially for a singular model. I think we'll combine the two halves of the body. Poking stick. And then we'll do the spikes that go along the sort of the back side of the tail and the body. You can see the connection point for one of them right here. So once those are done, we'll add the tail and work our way up from the bottom. We'll go ahead and do both the legs, the leg being over here, as well as the two claws that go on each leg. Then the two halves of the head, I think. Yeah, there, that one too. And once we're done with all those pieces, then we can just put the wings on, which I think are going to be good to do last, so we don't keep nudging them out of place. So we'll go ahead and start with, how is our lettering going this time around? Okay, here we go. A6 and the A5. There we go, those two. A6 plus A5. Now let's do the two rows of spikes on the lower half, kind of where the, along here. And those are going to be, A11 is going to be on our right side of the dragon, and A12 is going to be on our left side. Before, at A11, it's going to be kind of hard to squish in there because you don't want to put too much weight on these bladed fin things, so just squeeze it with tweezers if you have them. Otherwise, you get your pokey stick and just push in on the body of the bit. So now let's do A12. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. This one was easier than A11 though. So now we can move on to the tail, which is A8. And there's the tail. Alright, now we can work on the legs. Okay, so for both the connection of the leg to the body and the singular claw you have to attach to the leg, you just need to really look at the connection points. If you look here, this connection point is rounded, slightly deeper, versus this one, which is pretty flat. So if we look at one of our legs, A13 here, you'll see that's a fairly rounded connection point. And then the other leg, which is A1, is a slightly flatter one. And then same thing, A1 has got this divot right here for a claw, and that just so happens to match up with A9, whereas A7 has a flat connection point more or less, which goes well with this one. So we'll go ahead and, because we're staring at it, we'll grab A13, add A7 to it, which will be our left leg. Then get A1 and we add A9 to it, and that will be our right leg. Okay, let's start. A13, add A7, and then put that on the body. And there we go. One leg down. Now let's grab A1, add A9 the claw. There we go. I am holding it upside down. That's better. Now add it to the body. Okay, both of the legs are in. Now we can go ahead and do the head before we finish with the wings. Top of the head is a 10 here, and then the lower jaw is going to be A4. Let's start with the lower jaw. Our lower jaw is going to go right there. Okay. Oops. You see there's no gap right there. It fits right nicely. I guess this would be sort of the hinge for the jaw on both sides. Yeah. Okay, now we can just do A10, the top of the head. Connection point is right there. Okay, that's the top of the head done. It's going to take quite a bit of force to slide it on there, and it's probably not going to work if you don't have the first two bits as close together as possible. After you're done putting on, go ahead and readjust the lower jaw. You probably have knocked it out of place. But he's looking good. Let's finish with the wings. Call him done. Our two wings are going to be A2 and A3. A2 is going to be our left wing. A3 is going to be our right wing. Our connection points are going to be right here and right there. Same with the other wing, right here and right there. Matching this right angle right here. So A2 right there. Wing, go on. Just fine. And our last wing. Yeah, also easy. Get him on a base. The clipper is done and he's way too big. Not even fitting fully within camera, but I think this is as close as he needs to be, at least for you to see the details, because that's the important part of this box. Goodness, again, he's huge. Right. Hardest part of this assembly was, say, the top of the head. Just trying to press that on without snapping or moving anything out of place. One warning, though, these little nubbins you see on the end of the wings, you can kind of see stress discoloration on them, and I believe this is the one that was sort of had these exposed because it was part of the split in the sprue. So be careful of these. If you see them bent out of place, just very gently put them back. Hopefully they don't snap off, but again, it's plastic. You can glue them on without a big amount of headache. But right, that's Clipper. He's so big. All right. Yeah, I've been your foreman, Douglas Scoundrels, helping you build a better Malifaux. Enjoy your... Why does he have a tongue? Charles Hoffman, why?